Hey everybody, welcome back to Suck Less Saturday. It's Neil. I'm out here on a windy day doing a little bit of pressure testing. Come along and you can suck less too.
You need a shot timer because that which gets measured gets worked on. The Range Tech Timer is the official timer of Active Cell Protection because it is versatile, reliable, feature-rich, and very economical. Check out all it can do at the link below.
All right, so if you follow Active Cell Protection very much or know much about gun school or that kind of stuff, the things that we do on our fun days away, you probably are aware of who CDR is, or Citizens Defense Research. John Johnston, Melody Lauer, Chris Seipert, there's a whole crew of them. They're growing. Have been writing some great articles online on their Facebook stuff lately. There's some awesome stuff and great information. But one of the classes that, one of the very first classes I ever took was John Johnston's Tests and Standards. And I really got to see who I was as a shooter at that class. It's a 2-day class. You spend a lot of time on the range, really working through who you are as a shooter with different drills, different tests, and different standards. And I really enjoy that class. I've taken it twice, about 2 years apart, and the growth in those 2 years was very evident, to where John actually said nice things to me about my shooting, and it just made my day. It made me understand, it made me realize that the work that I was doing was really starting to pay off when folks could see a noticeable difference over time. One of the fun drills that he did, you know, he doesn't like this called a drill, so let me recant that a little bit. It's called an assessment, and I believe he calls it dot assessment madness. We're all aware of dot torture. We all know that's one of my favorite drills that I like to do because I think it tests a whole lot of stuff. But John's got a play on this that takes a ton more ammo, and so this isn't a drill that we go out and we work on and we get better and better and better. I have shot this twice in my life, once about 4 years ago and once about 2 years ago now, and so this is going to be my third attempt at this ever. So this is going to be a fun run here. But really what it is you take a target like this. Now he uses the Langdon targets that have the same 10 dots on them as ours does. So this is the Active Cell Protection target. I don't know if you can tell from there, but I've got 2 of them overlaid here so I can shoot at these dots over here without tearing up my square or my wood here. But the way that this goes is at 3 yards. I believe it's a draw to first shot. That's how I'm going to shoot it. And it's like I said, it's been almost 2 years since I've did this, but I want to test some stuff. You have to draw and fire 1 into 1 and then transition down to 10 and shoot 10 into 10. Transition back to 2, transition back to 9, transition to 3, to 8, to 4, to 7, to 5, to 6, reloading along the way. Now I know when John does it, there is a specific round count you have to start within the gun. I don't know what that is. Probably should have texted him and asked him, but I didn't. So I'm just going to start with a full gun. I'm going to reload along the way, see how this thing goes. I've seen John run this in the, John Johnston run this thing in the 30-second range. I mean, that guy is blazing fast, one of the best shooters I know. If you ever get a chance, I want you to go look him up, get into his class. It's Tests and Standards. They also run the armed guardian class, or armed parent, armed guardian thing with Melody Lauer, which is a fantastic class as well. They do some great teaching. Chris Seipert is there that does some stuff with them as well. You can probably see Chris at the national conference. He'll be in Kansas with us here in a few weeks. But this is really an assessment to test a lot of things. You get to do your draw to first shot, and then you're shooting some precision stuff. Now it's at 3 yards, I get it, but they're still 2-inch circles. So if you're a dot person, you got to think about offset. You're going to have multiple transitions back and forth. You're going to have lots of recoil to do with. You're going to go through a boatload of ammo. I think it's 55 rounds if I did the math right. And you're going to reload along the way. Now the reason you don't go out and shoot this every time you go to the range is, 1, it's a lot of ammo to go through, and 2, then you can game it because you know where the reloads are going to come. You know, I'm not smart enough to do all the math. I know there's a lot of people that can sit there and go, okay, I'm going to reload here and here and here, and they're ready for it to go. I'm going to run till the gun clicks and then reload. So I think my fastest time, I don't even know what my fastest time is. I've got it written down somewhere. We're going to see, you know, here at ASP that when we do a drill on video, win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly, we post it. So you're going to get to see what I do. So my third run at this ever is going to be right now. So I'm going to turn on the timer, get that ready. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's sitting there. This is my 3 yards. And here we go. Let me check and make sure I've got a full gun. If memory serves, I think it's supposed to be like 12 in the gun or something to that degree, but I don't remember. I'm starting with 17 and we're just gonna go. So I've got 2 reloads here and 1 in my pouch. I can't, like I said, I can't math very well. So here we go. Get ready for smoking noise in 3, 2. Oh. That's a lot of shooting fast. I'm gonna put that gun down to cool down before I put that back in my holster. It's gonna be a little hot. All right, so my time was 58:32, not anywhere near the standard that John sets. You add a second for every miss, and I've got 1, and then you add a second for any missed shots, where I have to go back and review the video to see if I miscounted. The challenge here with this, and what I really like about this assessment, and at 58, I feel like I could have went a little faster, but I got my hits and I feel good about that. Man, that draw to first shot is important, and then all of the follow-up and the counting that you do to keep track. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure I didn't even shoot 9 twice. I don't think I did. But as I'm going, your brain is telling you all of the stuff that you're doing wrong, and you've got to throw it away and stay in the game. You've got to stay focused on what you're doing. The assessment here to me tells me that I can work on my reloads. My transitions were good, but the counting stuff got me off. And you noticed on, I think it was number 4, I shot it, and I had a reload in there, and I forgot how many I had into it before the reload. And so when I came back, I had to rewind a little bit mentally and see where I was. I'll review the tape, and I'm sure that you guys can count as you probably did to see how I did. Guys, go try this drill. It's 55 rounds, so there's a little bit of ammo there. It's kind of rapid fire stuff. If your range won't let you draw, then do it gun in hand and do your thing, but have your reloads ready, get through all of that stuff, and see if you can stay present long enough to get through that thing. And I guess I set the bar at 58:32, 59:32, plus whatever messes up I did with math. So let's say do it under a minute. If you can do that, of those 55 rounds in under a minute with all of those reloads, you're in pretty good shape. I know people, like John Johnson is in that 30-second range. Tim Herron's going to be there. There's those world-class guys, and I want to be one of them. I'm not there. I'm not even anywhere close, but this is a great way to assess where you are. If I remember right, the very first time I ran that, I think I ran it in close to 2 minutes. It was like 150 or somewhere in that ballpark. So I've knocked off a darn near a minute off of this. It's a fun drill. It's fun assessment. I got to get that right. I'm sorry, John, if I'm messing this all up for you. But dude, if you can get a class with John, go take a class with John. He is a great shooter. He's a good coach. He's been a good friend to us all these years. Spend some time with those guys as well. But go out to the range. This is your suck less for the week. Go to the range, shoot this thing, take 55 rounds with you, report in on the Ask Dry Fire Challenge on Facebook. How did you do? What did your target look like? I'll snap a picture of that thing. It's not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with the target. I wish I would have gone faster, but I'm gonna wait 2 years and run it again. See where we are then. Suck less.